Hello, welcome to Game Over Gerkinman. This is obviously Gerkinman. We're here with part 10 of Nukem Forever. We've got a couple of people with us tonight. So what I might do is we'll get everyone to introduce themselves in alphabetical order, and just since we have someone new with us tonight, we'll get everyone to introduce themselves properly.
Wait, does Cowboy Man start with a K or a C?
You can go either way.
Well, I'm saying K, so I'm going first. I'm Carbon Water.
Yeah, we spoiled the surprise now. Good
Animations,
work.
And there's no other people here except for me.
Yes, I am also Carbon Water. No.
I am Carbon Water, and I have a vagina.
Yes. It's very delightful.
Or not, I don't know.
You better be putting much.
Just go last, Adam. You can go last. We'll just let this shit fest
Now that we this up, Jesus Christ! Hey everybody,
geez.
it's Namir.
Let's go first. Cause my name is Adam.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Either way, hi guys, it's Namir or Jess. I make videos about video games and voice acting stuff.
Okay, Adam, the party's over. Who are you? What do you do? Why are you even here? Let's find out.
I'm here because you asked me to come here.
Well,
my name is Adam, and I program games and do stuff, ROM hacks, stupid videos, etc. Just whatever.
So since this is your first time on this particular game on the show, I love these questions. They're always exciting. Have you played Nukem Forever at all?
No, I have not, but I've heard many stories about it from several of my friends and how it's...
Look, I will say, for you as a developer, it's you probably should play it. It's kind of like a step-by-step guide on how not to make a game.
Yeah.
It's very, very informative.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could play it and understand, why some of this stuff exists, but it's had a very long development cycle, so... I gotta come to slack on that.
That brings me to the next topic. So, are you familiar with the actual... did you play Duke Nukem 3D or any of the other Duke Nukem games back in the day?
Yeah, a couple of times.
And don't forget, you other guys, you can ask Adam questions too. Don't let me hog all the spotlight.
Well, you have the list, so...
I do have a list, but I mean, that means that if you guys have questions, they're probably not on the list, and they'll be like, I'll be excited, because that'll be all you.
What's your favorite Duke Nukem quote?
Ooh. So that's one we haven't had on the show yet.
Good ones. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, but I'm all out of gum.
Yeah, it's a classic.
I'd say that, but I already did that quote.
You've said it on every episode you've been on so far.
Well, it's a good quote, so...
So, I'll get you up to speed here, Adam. Basically, what we're doing is we're driving around in this vehicle, and every, 5 minutes it runs out of gas, and we have to get out and wait for textures to load. As you can see here.
Oh, wow.
So...
Well, I mean, it looked fine without the textures, but when they just popped out of nowhere, I was like, what? I mean, some stand looks like that, but whatever.
Yeah, sometimes less is more. Less of this game certainly would have been more.
Yeah.
as everyone who's been playing it can attest. So I'm going to go into some of the questions that I asked the others, when we started this thing. But just looking at it, what's your personal first glance at the art direction and the graphics and everything? How are you feeling about all this?
Well, I mean, it does look like an early 2000s game, kind of.
Wait, was it 1997 it was originally announced?
Yeah, that's the thing. They started on a cycle then, but they probably never upgraded the graphics during the development cycle and released it almost 10 years later.
Yeah,
when all that stuff was obsolete.
I remember when it was first started. It was started on the Quake 2 engine. Then they moved it to Unreal 2? And I think then finally Unreal 3 for this. Not that it looks like Unreal 3.
So unreal.
Game is unreal.
I'm sure Cliff Bleszinski saw it and he was like, how did they fuck up our engines so badly? How
They probably made their own mods to the engine, which ended up breaking some of the code they had in there.
yeah, it's possible.
That's just my guess. I mean, I don't know what happened.
No one knows what really. Actually, if ever there was a game that someone should make a documentary about, I could watch a feature-length documentary on the making of this game. I think it'd make a good movie.
Yeah, it's like that book that somebody wrote on the development cycle of The Room, that film.
Oh, really? Someone made a book about it?
Yeah, and it was one of the, I think one of the assistant directors wrote a book on it.
Wow.
And it's like the making of the world's best worst movie.
Yeah, because there was that other movie, Best Worst Movie, which was about Troll 2. That was also a good documentary for anyone who hasn't seen it. If you're listening, check out Best Worst Movie. It's genuinely good, unlike Troll 2. It's just genuinely bad. It's kind of sad because I mean this is something that we've talked about before. You know how like sometimes like bad movies you enjoy because there's heart to them, and you kind of like even though it's a complete failure, you can see the good intent. I was kind of hoping
they had a good idea, but they just
well they didn't realize that they sucked when they were making it. And I kind of like when I bought Duke Nukem because this game came out like it was out 4 years before I bought it, 3 or 4 years. It was a game it came out in 2011. Oh, it's only 2 years. Anyway, I bought it hoping that I would get a kick out of it because it would be so bad. And unfortunately, that wasn't the case.
You had to kick yourself because it was so bad.
Well, it's just so bland. I mean...
It wasn't like bad, it was just there, it was just existing.
Yeah, that's a
it
good way
wouldn't
of
really
putting
make
it.
a difference if it didn't exist, which I think is worse than being bad with potential, in my opinion.
Yeah, or being so bad that you can still say some degree of enjoyment out of it. I mean, like, looking around, as you can see, it's quite brown.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you like the color brown.
Yeah. This is what the entire games look like, except for one stage. And earlier, like, when you started the game, you were in a casino, and this is the same color palette as that casino.
Brown casino.
Yeah.
Aren't casinos supposed to be very colorful and bright?
Yes. Yes, that is correct. That was my understanding as well. It's worth noting, because we actually had a really good conversation in episode 13 of the Wind Waker HD, which hasn't actually come out yet, about the graphics these days, and about how brown everything is. And I think this game's a perfect example of exactly what that conversation was about.
I don't know.
Well, I guess you could look at it as a satirical look at what video games have become if you compare it to the first Duke Nukems. I don't know.
I would have loved this game if it was actually like I will say like it tries to satirize things, but it does it in such a lazy way that it doesn't come off as satire. It just comes off as badness.
Nice.
It's got that weird mixture of like new and old mechanics. As you can see, there's no zooming in on the scope, but you can only carry 2 guns at a time, and your health regenerates, for example. And if you're running out of it, yo, look at that beautiful physics. How could
where it bounced?
How it just fell right into place? It's like somebody scripted it ahead of time.
Probably part of an probably part of an animation, and they had to censor it for it to look adequate. I don't know.
This is why we brought you on, Adam, because you like know things that we don't. Because I see stuff like that, and I see people who don't know how to do their jobs properly. Or just like a really, really old part of the game that they dumped into a new engine. We're just like, fuck it, we're running out of time, just leave it.
That happens all the time in game development. All the time.
Yeah. But most games don't take 14 years to be developed.
Yeah. So it doesn't look too bad. But like if you have this old engine and you're releasing it 10 years later, that's not good.
Yeah. That was almost like there could have been a Sonic quote there. I'm glad that didn't go that direction.
May I ask, Dan, why you didn't get in the cart?
I didn't notice it was glowing, I assume. Because I suck at video games. We've established this in every episode of every game we've played. Except for Donkey Kong Country, which I fucking smashed.
Yeah, you did.
Thanks to the power of editing. Yeah, see,
Have you ever tried to do tool-assisted speedrun. That'd be interesting to see you do that.
Of Donkey Kong Country.
Of any game.
No, I haven't actually. I've never really tried speedrunning anything because I'm the only
speedrunning and tasks are kind of different. So
yeah.
Yeah, you use lots of tools to slow stuff down, and you save states to restart parts when you screw up.
Yeah.
So,
That'll make you look like an expert.
Actually, because Dylan's a bit of he loves his speed runs as well, don't you? Don't you, buddy?
Yeah, that's right.
He told me to watch a 4-hour Wind Waker dealio, but then I haven't
bet
yet.
you didn't do it.
Not yet. It is. I am very interested to see how it goes. I just haven't had a time yet. I don't get a Christmas break. Yeah, now that people know when this was recorded. Oh, wasn't that exciting, everybody? Did everyone enjoy that roller coaster ride? Brilliant.
Probably could have jumped that if you tried.
Yeah, well, the puzzle dictated that isn't how I do it. Duke... Adam wasn't here for the last one. Okay, so the puzzle is Duke keeps running out of petrol. Now, every time the game sends you off to get more petrol, you walk into a room where there'll be 4 or 5 canisters, and Duke only takes 1. So then he runs out again very quickly. Yeah.
Okay.
My thoughts exactly.
What can I say? My ride is very thirsty.
You can always pick up more gas. Don't show more gas if you're only going to pick up one of them and then fucking run out of gas again 2 seconds later.
But you need choices.
You do need... It's not a choice. You don't even get to pick which one you pick up. It's just this is the one that's glowing, so pick that one up.
They're all glowing.
Were they?
Oh, so it's totally scripted.
Yeah. There's absolutely no choice. And the illusion of choice is pretty terrible at best. You'll also...
Is there any reason why you have to pick up this specific can and you can't pick up the other ones?
Oh yeah, there's a guy glitching out the ground there. Because the program is programmed it that way.
Well, besides that, is there a story reason?
I don't think there's a story reason for anything that's happened so far in this game.
No.
Some aliens rocked up and they took his babes, and then it's just kind of been like a fucking... Yeah. All of a sudden, you're in a place doing a thing. And you know you have to get from point A to point B, and that's your reason.
You gotta save the girls, that's your motivation.
Yeah.
For some reason.
I think most Mario games have a more story than this game has. Which is troubling.
Mario isn't meant to have a story, it's just meant to be fun, really.
Yeah, well, I wish this game didn't have... Well, this game got the whole, not having a story part, but it forgot the part where it's supposed to be fun. Unfortunately. Actually, this is a moment... You might actually remember this. This is a segment left over from the 2000 E3 trailer, that great trailer that had references to Terminator, had giant insects in it, it had a big golden fire-breathing dragon, and it had you riding in a minecart shooting bats. Now, you don't get to shoot bats anymore, you get to hold the R trigger and watch a pre-scripted sequence, which is actually kind of cool. But
totally on rails, literally.
Yeah, literally you can't actually do anything, and it's also incredibly short. I'm sure this sequence was originally much longer, and that's it.
What happened if you were super low on health at that point and that guy shot you and you died?
I don't think the bullets actually hurt you, they're just there to make it more cinematic. Yeah. Oh look, they're shooting at it. That's funny. I don't know why. They can't hurt it.
Shoot out his tires.
Yeah. There you go. Oh yeah, some amazing gameplay mechanics here. Look at that. Beautiful.
Oh, fuel up.
Yep. Chug-a-lugs. So there you have it.
That's so much fun to do in real life.
Yes. Yeah, the people who were making this game are sitting there and like, you know what people love doing in real life? Boring things. So what we'll do is we'll make it so you press the X button and he does the boring thing for you.
We'll take the old games, slow it way the fuck down, and take out all the fun parts.
What if we made Duke Nukem, but it wasn't
and
like
add
Duke
puzzles. Kids like puzzles. Half-Life 2 is the best-selling game of all time.
Yeah, physics puzzles. Yeah, this game has physics puzzles, but no actual physics engine, seemingly. It seems to be like some things operate on a predetermined path, and then other things seem to bounce around on their own accord. It's very, very strange. Like, the physics engine only applies to some things.
I can understand why. I mean, if something needs to be in a specific place, they would use an animation, but if it could just be anywhere, they could just attach some form of a rigid body to the object so it can just flop around.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with just like the age of the certain parts of the game when it came out. Oh look, I drove into a tunnel and it was daytime, and then I came out and it was nighttime.
I thought you went back in time, so it's black and white.
I thought the video was glitched for a second, like VHS glitch.
Yeah, that's that happened. There was some strange glitches while I was playing this game. I can actually, there's one on the last episode which I can't wait to. I'll definitely get you in for this because you're gonna love it. Where none of the textures loaded on the end boss, and it was just a rainbow of of squares. It was lovely. It made the end boss so exciting. And that was the third or fourth time. I've got 2 videos. There's another one coming up. 2 videos where the textures didn't load. Or the lighting didn't load. Something didn't load. Everything looked just like fucking confetti. Oh. It was fantastic.
Well, it could be like pointing to the wrong texture information, as in data that's not actually textures at all, and it reads that as textures, and you get a bunch of rainbow barf over everything.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. It was rainbow barf. I walked into... Actually, one of them... It happened mid-level. Like, I was just walking, and all of a sudden the textures disappeared and were instantly replaced with the confetti look. And I thought, like, I'd unlocked a cheat somehow. Like, you know, like in Perfect Dark and GoldenEye, there was, like, paintball mode. I thought it was like I'd unlocked some stupid cheat like that somehow, by accident.
Where's my DK mode?
Yeah, but it was actually just the game being broken. And
or maybe they put all the color there because they realized they didn't have any other colors throughout the entire game, so let's just put it all at the end.
Yeah, let's put it all in one place. So I don't actually know what the end boss is, because the textures didn't load, I couldn't make it out. It just looks like a rainbow line. It's great. You guys are going to love it. That's episode 15. Strap yourselves in. Thrill a minute. Car handling. Does it look like it handles like I'm driving badly, or does it look like it handles really poorly?
It looks like it handles really well.
It looks like... It feels like your tires weigh a ton, and they're just holding you down the whole time.
Yeah. That's probably a good description of it. But at the same time, like in the last episode, I did a backflip and I just bounced around like a ball.
They probably just took their car engine from Borderlands, just made it way shittier.
I think this is... And yeah, maybe. They just took the code. No, but the cars in Borderlands, they worked. They could drive those.
Well, they actually have, you know, suspension and actual proper crap.
I'd like to know how Duke swims without his hands.
He's a really good kicker.
Did that ladder appear out of nowhere?
Possibly. I wasn't paying attention.
More than likely.
It's quite possible.
Duke's got his super, super mighty feet, which can kill enemies in one shot, which you can't use in this game for some reason.
President's getting all up in the grill. These character models look fucking old.
It's so janky. Just look at them.
I mean, that suit is just... feels like just one big texture overlapping everything.
It looks like a Nintendo 64 character model.
Looks like I'm playing Red Faction 2 on the GameCube.
Oh, you played it on GameCube? That's
yep.
Weird. I never heard anyone playing Red Faction on anything other than the PlayStation. I feel like the President's just here at this dam because I guess he thought Duke would swim to the dam, so he should be there for when Duke arrived.
I heard somebody say damn, so I just went there.
Yeah, someone said damn.
Damn.
Yeah, actually that's something too, there's no ragdolls, so all the pig cops fall the exact same way. Now ragdoll was around a long time before this shit came out.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the first time I really noticed ragdoll was when I was playing Elder Scrolls Oblivion. That's the second time that game's come up today. And I killed something and it rolled down the hill and it was flip-flopping all over the place. It was a great time. That was when I realized that ragdoll was amazing. Now everything's procedural, I guess. Like procedural death animations. I don't know. Shit evolves so fast. I don't know what's going on anymore, Adam.
Well, most of it is, like you said, animations.
Just watch that pig fly through the air. That's beautiful. Actually, something else that disappointed me about this game is I'm pretty sure the original Duke Nukem 3D had gibs.
Had what?
Had
gibs. What? You know, people say
Gibs?
gibs, but it's supposed to be gibs.
Oh.
Because it's short for giblets.
Oh. Yeah,
like,
probably.
All the old games, like you'd hit a creature with a rocket launcher and chunks of it would fly everywhere. Now everything just like flies through the air like it's made of fucking helium.
Well, in the old game, they would actually be like, a pile of mush when you're done with them, instead of them just, falling down.
This is like weak comparatively. I don't understand like why you wouldn't bring that back. It's such an old school thing. And it's something that's been lost in shooters, and it makes me very sad that it's gone.
They'd have to make a new character model, and they're like, fuck that.
Like, if they could do it in 1994, they can do it now.
Yeah, but they had to just draw an extra sprite, which is no big deal.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yep.
I died quite a few times on this boss because he can clip through geometry and I can't.
That must be a superpower.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Duke Nukem, you can take steroids and then punch things. So I ran away. Because it turns out
really far away from this
the
boss.
only way you can hurt the boss is to shoot him with rockets, and that even if you do use steroids and punch him, which kills most things quite quickly, it doesn't do jack diddly. Also, beer makes you invincible, just like real life.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But it make you invincible while driving too.
Honestly, the game handles like you're driving drunk, so I can't even imagine what the handling would be like on that car if it was like this. Minuses of playability. Yeah, this game has this really archaic thing where bosses can only be hurt by rockets, and I repeat, only. No other gun, even the guns that are more powerful than rockets, will hurt them. Which is really nice creative touch, I thought.
Or maybe it just forces you to use a weapon that they thought no one would use unless they were forced to.
Yeah, well, it does a lot of forcing. I can tell you that.
Oh, this looks familiar.
Yeah, quick time events. Just what I always wanted in my first person
Is he gonna punch this guy in the nads too? Yes, he is.
Oh, you gotta get him twice this time because he's the next boss.
Oh.
Yeah. You could at least put an animation of him picking the rockets out of the fucking trunk. I don't care how long your development time was. If you had 14 years, regardless of your problems, you can animate him picking a rocket out of a friggin' container.
No way, man. Gotta cut that budget.
I mean, get the budget for that. You enjoying this boss, Jess? You just soaking it in?
I like the part where you shoot the rockets.
Yeah. See, the thing about boss fights is generally they're supposed to be big and exciting. Somehow, this game managed to find a way to make it boring.
Yep.
And tedious. And not fun.
Well, they gotta make you feel like, you're
go.
a big super macho man, not just punching guys in the dick.
Nothing screams macho man like punching guys in the dick. Oh, Jess wasn't here for the first time we got to punch this guy in the dick.
No.
No, you missed out.
I like how it takes, 10 punches until he's finally like, oh.
I like the fact that punching him in the dick increases Duke Nukem's ego. That's, interesting. Oh dear. Look at that, there's an elevator. You know what he says? He says, I don't use elevators. I'm gonna use this. Because I'm Duke. He just ties a regular rope around his legs. Whatever.
It's like that part from GoldenEye.
Oh yeah, except GoldenEye was a good game.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't hit the ground.
Damn. No, it was just the right height, conveniently.
And the rope didn't have a shadow either, if you noticed.
There's quite a few things I've noticed in this game that don't have shadows, which is quite odd.
Hey, look, he used his foot.
Yeah, finally kicked something. Alright, so thank you, Adam. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Dylan, for slogging it through another episode of the always exciting Master of Mediocrity that is Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh, I'm so overexcited.
Join us next week while probably shit happens and we complain about a bunch more stuff not working. It's going to be a good time.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait for that Rainbow Monster.
Oh, you guys.
I'm so excited.
So much excited.